Hey folks, thanks for joining me for another Food Fridays. Let's try something new this week. Let's try a little pie crust. I'm not a pastry chef, so stick around and help me out. Let's go ahead and get our butter and our lard cut into small pieces so we can get that into the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes. In your food processor, let's go ahead and combine the flour and the salt. And pulse it about 4 times. Next, let's go ahead and add the butter and pulse that 5 to 6 times. Now let's add the lard. And pulse it about another 4 to 5 times. Now's the time to add the water to the mixture. We're going to add about a teaspoon at a time, but we want to sprinkle it over the whole mixture, not just dump it in one spot. And then we'll pulse it 5 times and repeat the process until we get a nice mixture that will stay together when you squeeze it. Now once the mixture holds together when you squeeze it, let's go ahead and move it to a Ziploc bag, and you're right, into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Now once it's out the refrigerator, let's sprinkle a little flour in there. We'll cut the sides off the Ziploc bag and we'll roll it out. I don't have 2 pie pans like the recipe calls for, so I'm going to go ahead and just flip it on over into my cast iron pie pan. Now don't be worried if you rip it a little bit, you can always go back and fix it. We can trim up the edges and fix any little rips or imperfections we have here. And once you're satisfied, that's right, back to the refrigerator. After about 15 minutes in the refrigerator, let's go ahead and pull our pie shell back out and use a fork to poke holes in the bottom of it. Go ahead and get you some parchment paper and cover the dough and fill it in with some weights. That could be marbles or even dried beans like I'm using. Mash it down a little bit and just evenly spread everything out. And now we'll go ahead and bake it for about 10 minutes at 425 degrees. Let's go ahead and remove the weights and the parchment paper and put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes or until it's golden brown. That was actually kind of easy, wasn't it? Now the question is, what should we put in it? Tune in next time to see what we put in it. As we wrap things up here, just want to take a moment to thank all these great companies for helping us create this brand and making our dreams come true. And those companies are Bison Coolers, Denver's Deer Sense, Dr. Squatch Soap Company, Scent Kapture, Sonic Boom Exploding Targets,